trailer.
Camera operator. That can be a pretty
Ojito,
technical
que empieza
job.
lo
Are you
interesante.
really up to it?
Gatos. Melusina. Navia corriendo.
Wait, you put no thought into
Y alguien
finding
está
a good
grabando.
camera angle, and the
Ojo,
characters
ojo,
weren't
ojo.
in the shot.
Ponía Chiori. ¿Lo habéis visto?
Positions, everyone!
Nice to meet you. I am Navia, the President, Leader, Commander-in-Chief, Executive Director, and Boss of Spina di Rosula. Hey there! Yeah! Ha! Umbrella warfare, I guess. Fire!
All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready.
Whoa, Marina's really kicking things into
A ver,
gear as the director.
a ver. O sea
Props
que
and
Furina
lighting set the
dirige
actors can get their makeup
una
done,
película.
dress, go over
Ojo,
your
Ayato.
positions. Camera
Chiori.
ready, get the clapperboard. Actors, do your
¡Ay, se
position
pierde!
like
Bueno.
Enough, villain!
Ay, miedo.
Pay for the death of our mother!
You're just as
Bueno, vale, por lo
naive as
menos vamos a
her.
este.
Did you really think 2 muskets would be enough to defeat me?
Ojo.
Your crimes are evident.
La ejecutora de la justicia.
Drop your weapon. Justice
¿Es
will prevail.
opción?
Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take. We'll move on to the next scene.
You mean
Did you really think you'd get away?
Chevreuse?
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell.
Uy, qué miedito, ¿no?
Excellent! That
Vale, o
was
sea que-
beyond
Pero
mesmerizing.
este tiene que ser el
Let's
evento
make a
principal, me
film that'll
imagino,
make
¿no?
some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
Atención, primer código, ya sabéis, canjeadlo cuanto antes porque no duran ni 24 horas. Así que, como diría un gran sabio, corred insensatos.
Oh,
Sí.
we mean her character showcase. I always say that blind optimism isn't the answer. If you want a bright future, you have to go out and seize it with your own 2 hands.
Navia, que por cierto también tiene nueva arma. Pelea con un paraguas. Bueno, con un hacha. Hacha paraguas. Hacha paraguas.
This one's
La verdad es
got
que
your name
creo
on
que
it.
jamás había visto un arma así.
Proper send-up from the Spina with love.
A ver, estilo tiene. No se puede negar que estilo tiene. Pero no.
I'm sorry,
Sabéis
can we
que
take a
no la
moment
voy
to
a sacar.
appreciate how perfectly Chiori customized Navia's clothes and accessories to
equipo
reflect
Geo
her personality?
ya
She
lo tenía
clearly
listo.
pays a lot of attention to the small details.
Exactly. Even when it comes to her enemies, Navia is not the type to eschew basic etiquette, so she prefers to maintain appropriate distance while in combat. While using her elemental skill, Navia opens her gunbrella and fires multiple Rosula shard shots that can pass through opponents,
Es
dealing
Osia,
geo
Navia
damage
también.
upon a successful
¿Y qué me
strike.
estás diciendo? ¿Que
For a
tanto Navia
period
como
of
Chevreuse son
time
Osia?
after
En el
using
mismo
her
banner
elemental
ponen a dos
skill,
personajes.
Navia's normal,
Sí.
charged, and plunging attacks will deal
Muy
increased
buenos
damage
días,
and become
Polisulfuro.
infused with the
Bienvenido al
power
directo.
of Geo,
Aquí nos
which
pillas
cannot be
observando
overridden.
las
Now,
habilidades
when
de la
Navia's in
señorita
combat,
Navia.
there are these little
Ah, que va
markings
con
around
Albedo.
her that look like bullets. I wonder if that's some sort of ammo for the
El
gunbrella?
ascensor.
Oh,
Mira cómo corre para no
yes,
subirse. ¿eh?
You guessed it. When a character in the party obtains an elemental shard created from the crystallized reaction, Navia will gain crystal shrapnel charges. Navia will consume these charges after unleashing her elemental skill. Her skill damage increases with the number of charges that she's
A ver,
accumulated.
yo en lo personal no
okay,
sé
okay,
vosotros, pero
So
yo respecto
you're
a lo de
saying that
Osia y
Navia's
Neuma,
elemental
ya estoy
skill
servida.
becomes more powerful if she
Aunque
works together with
sinceramente en
other
muchos
characters
casos
in
no
the
es que la haya
party
hecho,
to
la
trigger
verdad,
the
a esa
crystallized
mecánica.
reaction. Yes, exactly.
Lo que es el abismo y todo incluso.
Navia's elemental verse calls forth
Sin ir
the
con
Rosula
Osia o
Dorata
Neuma como
Salute,
se
which
supone que deberías,
unleashes
te lo
a
haces
massive
igual, así que
bombardment on opponents in front of
tampoco
her,
es que sea una mecánica
periodically
que sí
dealing
o sí te
geo
obliga a
elemental
ello.
damage. I should also
Lo cual
mention
está bien.
that Navia will accumulate crystal shrapnel charges at certain intervals if she
Y por
strikes
si no tenía
enemies with the
bastante con el hacha, de
Rosula
repente se saca
Dorada
unos cañones
Ooh,
con
now
el
that
definitivo. Muy
salute
bien,
is
muy bien, muy bien.
spectacular. That's awesome.
I heard that the Spina di Rosula likes to perform firearm salutes before important negotiations. You know, as a way to celebrate future success. And don't misunderstand, you guys, it's not an intimidation tactic at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's just the Spina's way of showing respect in their own way.
Yeah, totally.
Not intimidating at all.
No.
As the president of the Spina di Rosula, Navia is always trying to collect the latest intel by exploring all corners of Fontaine.
Nos
When
dan las
Navia is
cositas de
dispatched on a
Fontaine,
20-hour
Navia.
expedition in Fontaine, rewards gained will be increased.
Okay, so we just mentioned that Navia is the president of the Spina di Rosula. It's time for Chevreuse to be in the spotlight.
Y
Okay,
es
I
el
know
turno de
since she's a
Chevreuse.
newcomer, you probably can't wait.
Chevreuse is actually really easy to get along with outside of work.
Y tengo que
Feastos are
repasar
just
bien
the
la
best
lista.
snack. They're easy to carry with you and go with so many sauces.
Esa lista que han puesto con todos los actores que ponía Chior y...
Final warning.
No me he dado tiempo de leerla entera. Hay que revisar bien esa lista. Pues sí, también es Ocean. Han puesto a dos personajes iguales con lo de Ocean y Nemo en el mismo banner.
What? That was so fire. And I am not just talking about her skills.
Oh my gosh, look at her idol animation. I love that she loves snacks. That is so awesome.
She's a girl's
Es
girl, and
lancera.
she gets it.
Yeah, she gets it. She really does. She's
Y el
not
rifle
exactly
que lo
what you'd
saca en el
expect from the
definitivo.
captain of the special patrol, though, right?
I guess that's kind of true. I mean, Chevreuse's work as
con
a
la
captain
habilidad.
can be really stressful. I mean, I can't blame the girl for indulging every once in a while to relieve some stress. She even adjusts her... Chevreuse and her musket are basically partners in crime. They're inseparable. She definitely knows her way around a firearm. Chevreuse uses her musket to fire at opponents during her elemental skill. For a period of time after unleashing her elemental skill, Chevreuse will continuously restore HP to the active character on the field. During her elemental burst, Chevreuse fires an
Efectivamente,
explosive
saca el
grenade with
rifle
her
con la
musket,
elemental,
which will
sí.
split into secondary explosive shells upon impact. Haha, impact.
Whoa. Wait, I noticed that Chevreuse has bullet-like markings around her during combat. Can she shoot a special type of ammo?
That's right. Chevreuse obtains an overcharged ball when a nearby party member triggers the overloaded reaction. Holding Chevreuse's elemental skill
Special
will consume
ammo.
to unleash an even
Cierto
more
es
powerful
que
pyro
se supone
attack
que
that covers a
Chevreuse
larger
irá muy
AoE.
bien con Electro.
This attack will also grant an attack buff to all pyro and electro characters in the party.
Okay, so that's where the name Overcharged Ball comes from.
Uh-huh. Chevreuse
Hey,
actually
Tofma?
came up with the name herself.
Oh.
She was reading a
Yoimiya.
novel where the protagonist
Chevreuse.
believed that names held a lot of power. If you
Por un
give something
momento
a
me estoy
cool-sounding
imaginando a
name,
Tofma
then you've
también
given
en
yourself an
Fontaine,
advantage
porque
over
total,
your
si vienen
enemies.
Ayato
That
y
kind of
Ayaka
logic resonated
y
with her, I
Yoimiya,
guess.
¿creéis de verdad que van a dejar a
I
Toma?
guess she has a point.
Espérate,
I
que yo
should
creo que
also
viene
mention
también.
what happens if Chevreuse is paired with all pyro and electro characters. If your
Con
party contains
Yanfei
at least
puede ir
one
muy bien.
character of either type, then triggering the overloaded reaction will cause an opponent's pyro and electro resistances to decrease.
Okay, so it seems like Chevreuse could really shine in an overload team comp. But I also did notice that Chevreuse isn't solely limited to a musket. She also uses a polearm in combat. Okay,
La verdad es que la
honestly,
lanza
if
del
I were
duelo
a
le pega
criminal,
bastante.
I feel like I'd be pretty nervous if she
Probablemente
came
sea la
after me.
lanza que
Oh,
más
for
le
sure.
pega, ¿verdad?
Most people who have something to hide avoid her like their lives depend on it.
¿Quién cuida
And
la casa?
maybe
Dirán,
it
cuando estén
does.
todos en Fontaine.
In all seriousness, though, that's why Chevreuse trains so hard. She has to be able to catch a wide variety of cunning criminals who try to evade her at all costs. So when Chevreuse is in your party, stamina consumption from sprinting is decreased.
Hace como Degia.
Oh, I love that.
Gastamos
These
menos
two new
aguante.
characters are great.
Cuando
Both of
vamos
them
con
with
ella.
even
great
bigger.
leads.
Oh,
my gosh.
no. In the first half of version 4.3,
Anda,
travelers can look
¿y
forward
esto?
to event wishes for Navia and Ayaka.
Vale, ahora ya me
The new
cuadra, pero
5-star
¿a
claymore,
santo de qué?
Verdict, will also be featured in the weapon event wish.
In the second half of version 4.3,
¿Perdón?
we'll have
Ah, que
returning
vienen
event
por
wishes
separado
from the
además.
Raiden
Bueno,
Shogun
bueno,
and Yoimiya.
espérate, que
During this
Chevreuse viene en
time,
la segunda
Chevreuse will
parte con
also
Shogun
receive
Raiden
a
y Yoimiya.
huge drop rate boost.
Y en la primera
Be
parte
sure to check them out if
tenemos
you're
a Navia con
interested.
Ayaka.
That's awesome. Travelers
Muy
can
bien.
also look forward to
bien.
2 new artifact sets in version 4.3. Songs of Days Past
Hombre,
and
nuevos
Nighttime Whispers in the
artefactos.
Echoing Woods. Be sure to keep an eye on future announcements to learn more about
Para
them.
Navia
This seems like the perfect time for our first break.
Y el otro
We've
no
shared a
sé.
ton of information
Supongo que
so
será para
far, and I
chevreuse,
bet
¿no?
travelers could use some time to digest it
No
all.
sé si
You're
podrá
right.
servirles a
For
otros
sure.
personajes.
Let's take a break while we take a look at the
Boutique,
second
and
group
we'll
of return shortly.
A ver. Segundo código. Lo dicho, canjeadlo cuanto antes.
Everyone. So, we've thoroughly discussed our
Ojo,
casting
ojo,
options for
ojo.
the Chioria Boutique
Evento
commercial.
principal, vale,
But
es en el
the
evento
content of the
entonces.
commercial is
Aquí
also
la
important,
película
right?
está con Ayaka.
Do you have any ideas?
Y nos van a regalar
if we're
uno.
making the first activity booth is the 1,000 Pace Interdiction Arc Minute Sharpshooting Zone. In this activity, travelers will use the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol simulation device to practice targeting and shooting opponents.
Yep. The Special Patrol wanted the public to experience how fun target practice can be.
And the
Eh,
second activity booth
pues
is
el
called
evento
Trick
parece
Shots,
nuevo.
Tricky Lights.
A ver, ¿no?
In this activity,
Ojo que se
travelers will
puede
use
sacar
the studio's
platino,
special
Quiero mi
lighting
platino.
effects to film a fight scene.
Quiero mi platino.
Take advantage of the buffs brought about by the special lighting effects to defeat an endless
Por
stream
eso
of
se llevaron
opponents
a
and
Yoimiya,
obtain a
¿verdad?
higher
A
score.
Toma cuidando
So
la casa.
cool. Those special lighting effects are really
Pobre
giving
Toma.
off old movie vibes. Navia's
Pero
movements are
tiene
also
sentido.
super smooth. It's all so atmospheric.
Nadie
Oh,
mejor
for
que él.
sure. But not everyone is enjoying the fun and games. Travelers will meet a contract employee at the third activity booth. She needs some help with her demanding client. During the activity Extreme Drive, travelers will help her test out
Pues sí que parecen
stabilization
nuevos
mecha
los
balls.
eventos. Bueno, a
Look
ver,
at
que
how
es
the
el mismo.
traveler
Ya sabéis
chases
que en
after
el
those
evento principal
stabilization
siempre
mecha
tenemos
balls.
como minijuego.
Okay, I bet that contract employee can
Pero
relate
es que los
since she's being
minijuegos
chased
también
down by
son
that
nuevos.
client.
Lo cual me está sorprendiendo, la verdad.
Stabilization mecha balls seem pretty ordinary, but they're actually
¿Qué se
very
supone
agile.
que hay
They'll
que hacer?
automatically avoid all testers by moving in the opposite direction of your movement.
Ah, tienes que
You can find
guiarlos.
jump boosters around the
Ah.
testing grounds. Travelers can use them to jump higher and further, which is perfect for
Y este
quickly
es un
traversing to
evento
the other side of a
multijugador,
stabilization mecha ball. Travelers in co-op matches will have to find a way to herd as many stabilization mecha balls into their target
Darnes,
area
tú
as
ya podías
possible
venir a
within
mi
the
mundo,
time
¿verdad?
limit. The more mecha balls that end up in your area, the more points you'll earn.
The fourth
Bueno,
activity
61,
booth is
ya sabes.
called Into the Frame. In this activity, travelers will get to shoot their own scenes by experimenting with different camera positions and narration techniques.
Cool! We get to make a movie! That's awesome.
Yeah.
Travelers might remember helping out Xavier with some filmmaking back in Inazuma, but this seems more professional. Wait, maybe this can be the inspiration for our commercial.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, a Fontanian man went to Inazuma to shoot a film. I guess international travel can be a
Pues,
source of
en
artistic
breve
inspiration.
Lo miraremos.
That must have also been true in Chiori's case, since
Porque
she
ya
opened
sabéis que
Chiori's
los
boutique
eventos
in Fontaine.
multijugador con amigos
that
siempre
could be a
es mucho
strong
mejor.
theme for our commercial.
Así que,
Actually, Ayaka and Ayato aren't the only Inazumans traveling abroad in version 4.3. Kuki Shinobu just arrived in
mira,
the US for her
realmente,
class reunion.
realmente,
Yeah,
Lo
and
uni- ¡Oy!
Ito decided
Ojo,
to tag
Arataki.
along as the boss of the Arataki gang. And he brought his Onikabuto
vuelven los
with him.
escarabajos.
I think
Ah,
he
vuelve el
plans
evento.
to train his
Pero
beetles
vamos
for
a
battle,
ver.
their identity
Wow.
during the event.
Ah.
Aside from meeting this mysterious new beetle battle master, travelers can also look forward to
Estuvo
new
bien
ways
el
to
evento,
battle.
este estuvo
While
bien,
the
pero ves,
movement
ya
and charge
estamos
mechanics
empezando
remain
con evento
unchanged from the
repetido.
original event,
Ya, ¿qué
travelers
pasa?
can
¿Que
now
solamente
also
el
instruct
evento principal va a ser
Onikabuto to
nuevo?
use guard
No
to
me digas
defend
eso,
against electro bullet and jet stream attacks. Make use of the movement, charge, and guard strategies to topple your opponents no matter what they throw at you. Master them, and you'll be ready to tackle the ultimate trial of the strong.
Trial
of the
Fontaine
Strong. El de los Silis.
countryside. That's
Nuevo
right,
Cine.
Ullman came to Fontaine and he brought his treasure map and treasure-seeking Sealy
Nuevo
along with
cine,
him.
que la verdad.
Yay! Our
Bastante
mini Sealy
parecido.
friend is back!
He is so
Y ahora
cute.
tiene orejitas.
Travelers
¡Ay!
can
Tiene
help
orejitas de
restore the
conejo.
Sealy's vitality by absorbing
ya me he
energy
ganado.
from the locations that are marked on Ullman's treasure map. In return, the Sealy will guide us to the locations of buried treasure. After collecting ancient iron coins during this event, you can exchange them for various rewards, including a mini Sealy in your preferred color.
Pero se parece mucho al otro, ¿verdad?
Okay, so in the event preview, it looked like some of
¿Cuántos
the
tenéis
treasures
vosotros,
located
por
underwater,
cierto?
but when I first arrived in
Yo
Fontaine,
sí
I
no
discovered
recuerdo
that
mal,
Sealy
creo que
couldn't
tengo
follow me
4.
underwater. Is this treasure-seeking
4 o
Sealy
3,
different?
no lo sé.
That is
Ahora
very
tengo dudas.
observant of you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Pero ninguno tiene
In this
orejitas de conejo.
iteration of the
Así
Lost
que-
Riches event, a new mini Sealy named Brilliance will be available. This new mini Sealy can travel underwater.
Amazing!
Yeah!
Treasure isn't the only thing that you'll discover in Fontaine's countryside. You might also come across a mysterious domain guarded by a unique
Bueno,
swordmaster
no,
who searches
un
for the
evento de
meaning of
combate
battle.
que no
During
puede
the
faltar,
Dance of Resolute
por
Will,
supuesto.
travelers will get the chance to participate in combat
Solamente 5
challenges.
desafíos.
Each challenge stage will contain 2
Nos
rounds.
dejan personajes de prueba.
Travelers
Eso
must
me
select
gusta.
their party
Eso me
compositions
gusta.
before the challenge starts. One of your chosen characters must be used in both rounds, but no other character can be repeated.
Oh, okay.
Con Goro.
After you complete a Blade Dance objective during a
Ya han
challenge,
puesto a
you will
Navia,
obtain a
con Goro y
heightened
con
verve
Albedo.
buff. Defeating opponents while heightened verve is active will
Y
grant
si
you
no
more
recuerdo mal,
points.
tanto
And
Goro como Albedo
another
van a
old friend
defensa
is
y
returning
Navia
in
no va a
version
defensa.
4.3.
¿No?
That's right. It's Lieben.
¡Hombre, que vuelve Lieben! ¿Cuánto tiempo?
And if Lieben is
¿Cómo puede
around,
ser
then that must mean
que
we'll
en
have a chance
ocasiones
to trade a
ciertos
bunch of
NPCs
items for primo
Nos
gems
da alegría
again.
reencontrarnos con ellos. Yo cuando he visto antes a Xavier, he
Exciting.
dicho, anda,
Okay,
mira.
so it looks like Lieben isn't the only old friend we'll be reunited with in version 4.3.
Y Lieben
Several
nos
familiar
contará
faces will
algo.
be joining
Uy,
the
nuevas
Genius
cartas.
Invocation
¿Sin Nora?
TCG.
¿Qué dices?
After this update, travelers will have the
Ace Dajas, Tom
opportunity
Terror,
to
Linnea
challenge
y Linnea.
characters around Fontaine.
Ooh.
A new
Tendremos que volver
Fontaine-themed
al
table
TCG, aunque
customization
sea
will
solo
also
para
be available.
sacarlas.
Ah, I'm so excited to see players challenge
Y
some
tendremos nuevos
Nosines.
combates en el
So
mundo.
exciting.
Claro, en Fontaine
Travelers
aún
can
no
look
había,
forward
¿no?
to the addition of several new
No lo sé,
cards,
la verdad, hace
including
tiempo que no
6
juego
new
al TCG.
character cards, plus
De hecho, la
5
carta
new
de
monster
Yelan tampoco
cards,
la tengo.
such as Dvalin,
pues sí.
Signora,
Sí,
and
porque la
Ace
Oceanida
will be
Electro sí que
obtainable
la
from the
saqué.
corresponding tavern challenges.
Estos son los nuevos.
But that's not all.
Y si Nora
The
se
Forge
pone modo
Realms
jefe,
Temper
¿eh?
event
¿Lo
will
habéis
also
visto?
be making a reappearance, and there will be an update to the heated battle mode. Be on the lookout for future announcements.
There's TCG
Alhazen
content to
está
look
desde
forward
cuándo?
to outside the game as
Creo que
well.
hace más
The
tiempo del
Genius
que yo
Invocation
pensaba.
TCG Asia Invitational will officially begin in January
Y se han
2024.
Y Gogo.
Mm-hmm.
Jugando
Travelers
TCG.
can look
Just a moment.
Yay!
Último código. Lo dicho, canjearlos cuanto antes, que duran horas.
Let's dive into
Aquí
the system
Aquí
optimizations that
tenemos
the project
las
team has prepared for version
optimizaciones
4.3.
de artefactos.
Okay. First, we have some artifact-related optimizations to introduce. With an
En las
ever-increasing
misiones
amount of
también.
artifact sets to choose from, many travelers may have been hoping for a better and
expediciones
quicker
también.
way to filter and locate desired artifacts. After the version 4.3 update,
A ver.
travelers can check out artifact set recommendations for a
pues
given
sí.
character
Te
to see what
ponen
artifact
lo
sets active
recomendado.
players have been choosing
Pero
for
no
that
te
character
dejan-
recently.
That's cool.
No te dejan
In
poner
addition,
ya
an automatic locking function has been
este
added.
set para
Now,
este
when
personaje.
filtering artifacts in your inventory, you can lock the artifacts that fit your filter specifications in batches. With the automatic locking function, newly acquired artifacts that fit your locking
Sí, sí, sí,
criteria will
tenía razón,
automatically
sí.
be locked when added to your inventory.
Oh, that's awesome.
Travelers can have up to 2 preset auto-lock plans for each artifact set. Travelers can choose their own or follow the recommended
sí que
settings
puedes guardarlos,
summarized for
sí,
active
sí, sí,
player
sí, sí,
data. Since it may take some time to collect the necessary statistics, new artifact sets will not feature recommended locking settings immediately.
Okay.
Yes. Of course, if you can lock artifacts in batches, you can unlock them in batches as well. Travelers can look forward to both of those features in the new update. That's not all though.
What?
Travelers will be able to sort artifacts by 3 different attributes. Plus, the artifact enhancement screen will allow travelers to add a greater amount of enhancement materials at once. An enhancement limit feature will also be available. Hopefully, these optimizations will not only make artifacts easier to find, but also quicker to level. Be on the
Y han
lookout for
aumentado
future
el límite
announcements to
también.
learn more.
The project team is
Para
always working
subirlo de
hard to
nivel.
address your survey feedback. So, travelers should look forward to further artifact-related optimizations in future version updates. Improvements to equipping artifacts and other artifact-related optimizations are all in the works.
Ooh.
In addition, the project team has made adjustments to provide smoother ascension and enhancement experiences for travelers. When you level up a character, enhance an artifact, or enhance a weapon, you no longer have to click so many pop-up windows.
Oh, that's awesome. As a new player using a few 1- and 2-star materials to level artifacts, the whole process might feel a bit slow, especially
Es verdad,
with
lo del
pop-up windows
refinamiento
appearing.
también, que ahora podremos
Totally.
refinarlo
This new
directamente ya
optimization
R5
significantly
y no
reduces
ir
the amount
uno
of
a
pop-up
uno.
windows that we have to click through. So
¿Ves estas
travelers can look
cositas?
forward to a much smoother
Son
enhancement and
muy
leveling
simples
process. The next optimization
y
has
son
made
de
it
esas
easier to
cosas que
repeat domain
facilitan
challenges.
mucho.
Previously,
vienen muy
travelers
bien y
who
se
tried to
agradecen,
continue
aunque parezca
domain
una
challenges
tontería,
would be
pero
sent to the
te
entrance
ahorra
of the
tiempo.
domain.
Lo cual se agradece.
This meant they would have to run all the way to the center to start the challenge. But after this update, travelers who choose to continue in a domain challenge will load right next to the area where you actually start fighting, which is amazing. So happy farming, everyone!
No he llegado a ver
This
qué
should make it
enemigos
way
había en el
easier
nuevo
for
dominio.
players to farm artifacts for Navia.
Oh, yeah,
True, true.
definitely. In addition, version 4.3 has
Ojo
made
que
it
volvemos
easier
a la
to clear
cima.
your quest
Pero
backlog.
vamos a ver qué está pasando
Archon
con...
Quest Chapter 2
Vienen
Act
de
4,
Inazuma.
In the Depths,
Nos
an
vamos a
unexpected
cima.
reunion,
¿Qué pasa?
takes
Que como no
place
hay
in
nuevo
the underground
mapa,
mines of the
hay que
chasm.
moverse, ¿no?
In the past, travelers had to complete the world quests,
A ver,
chasm spelunkers,
Fontaine
and
no
the heavenly
tenemos.
stones
Nos
debris
vamos.
before being able to proceed to the
Pues en
Archon Quest.
Inazuma tampoco
In this
tenemos. Nos
update,
vamos.
travelers no longer need to complete those two world quests.
Curioso,
Instead,
curioso.
travelers can speak directly to the miner who issued the commission to unlock a teleport waypoint.
Oh.
It will take them to the corresponding area and automatically trigger the next steps of the Archon quest.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. This
Espera,
will
espera,
hopefully
espera,
make it
espera. ¿Sí
easier for
tenemos nueva
travelers
zona?
to quickly progress through
¿Qué es esto?
Archon quests.
So cool.
Tenemos nueva
So
zona.
that'll make it significantly
¿Por cima
easier
me
for
estás
new or
diciendo?
lapsed players to access the Archon
Pero eso
quest
no era
and
para
claim
la
those
siguiente.
sweet
Era en esta
intertwined fates as
actualización. Yo
fast as
pensaba que era en la
possible.
siguiente.
Yes, definitely.
For sure.
Also, one-click expeditions will be available starting in version 4.3. This will allow travelers to claim expedition rewards and repeat expeditions with a single click. Travelers will also be able to claim processed ingredients and forged items with a single click.
Oh, sweet. That's gonna make it easier to collect rewards from Catherine.
Definitely.
Mhm.
There's also a ton of other quality of life improvements in this update. For example, optimizations have been moving on from optimizations. A new Fontaine-style realm layout will be added to the Serenity Pot. Simply purchase the corresponding items from
Ojo que
Tubby to
también
unlock
tenemos
it.
novedades en la
Ah, it looks like an
regatetera.
aquarium.
¡Hombre, por fin!
Right?
Por
Travelers
fin
can
podremos
use
poner
ocean
Fontaine
barriers
en
to
la
travel
liga.
sticky
Ya va siendo hora, la
fish.
verdad, que hace no sé cuántas
cool.
actualizaciones que no
Underwater
tenemos ni
Kingdom,
siquiera
it's
nuevos
just so
conjuntos.
pretty.
De hecho, los personajes de
And
Fontaine
they'll be even
todavía
prettier
no hemos
once
podido
travelers
cobrar
have the
ni una
chance to make
triste
them their
proto
own.
de
I'm
ninguno,
so excited
porque
to
no hay
see what everyone's gonna
conjuntos
come
para
up
los
with.
personajes de Fontaine.
Actually, my friend's teapot.
Quiero mis protos.
You just want to copy their
Quiero mis
designs,
protos.
don't you?
Las de Linnea, las de Kirill, las de Furina, las de Charlotte
I knew it.
y
I have another
Las
piece
de
of
Lynette
super
y-
exciting news to share with everyone.
no sé quién más.
Okay, I know, right?
Freminet.
The annual Genshin Impact online concert, Melodies of an Endless...
Ah, el concierto. Ay. ¿Sabéis qué estaba pensando que iban a poner? El anime que todos estamos ahí esperando a ver qué pasa con el anime. Que nos pusieron aquel tráiler que nos quedamos ahí... ¿Cuándo? Tenemos concierto, que es más habitual. A ver, sinceramente yo os lo he dicho en alguna ocasión. A mí me encantaría asistir a un concierto de estos. Han habido ya unos cuantos. Ese que hicieron en la nieve me pareció espectacular. Sinceramente me pareció increíble. Ojo. Ojo. Lo bonita que pone en la portada del disco. Algunos dicen que darán el
Travelers
trailer del
can
anime en
also look forward to the
2025.
release of the fourth
Aquí
Gen-
parece... ¿Qué hace este aquí? ¿Y esa skin? Perdón. A ver, ¿esto qué es? ¿Qué es esto? A ver, yo en ocasiones me pierdo, ¿eh? Así de repente. ¿Qué dice el museo?